Hey everybody, welcome to the garden. I hope you're having a great day. Shout out to the lemon and lime lovers and everybody in between. It's time for a crypto highlight video. And remember, if you're interested in any of the services I provide, make sure to check out the links in the description below for both the Patreon and Discord. And if you'd like for me to highlight a asset for you, make sure you are in the Discord and post whatever the asset is. Just give me the name and ticker in the stock crypto highlight room, and I will do an exclusive video just for you. Okay, so the next highlight that we're going to be looking at today is Vechain. So this was also recommended to me in the Discord, so we'll take a look at Vechain and we'll see what is possibly happening here. So looking at Vechain, unlike a lot of other coins, it does have a little bit more information on the monthly. It's been around much longer than most coins. So far, trading at a pretty significant level, actually. So, we had a massive rally, and then since then, I would say, retraced just above 90%, probably around 85-ish percent. And looking at where we're trading at the top side of this high pivot here, and then potentially going to actually break down towards the low side. So actually, let's mark this here because we did lose the top wicks here. This is quite interesting on the monthly level. So here's the high of that swing high, and then here's the low just before we had the massive rally up. So we just broke back into the range of that consolidation, right, on the monthly. Now let's go down to the weekly, see if there's any more information for us. Okay, I am seeing a little bit here. So yeah, on the oh wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing some stuff here. All right, so let's look at the let's first look at this trend line here that I first spotted on the weekly. So essentially going from this low right here to this low right here. Let's actually connect that here. So this low right down here, which was actually, I believe that is the all-time low, to this low swing that was just before the massive move up. We'll make this trend line black just so we know it's off the weekly. I connected that going forward. Look where price started to fail under that in pretty much in the current time. So we actually broke through, failed back under that, and this line is gonna play an actual active role. Let's actually connect this trend line right here. Oh, there it is. That's much cleaner. That is much cleaner. So pretty much connecting the body to this low wick as well. Now it's much cleaner what we're looking at here. So broke under, retraced back to it, failed, and then had a continuation down back into the monthly range. So this is interesting. Vechain losing that level is a pretty big deal. It's going to be pretty hard for Vechain to retake a macro bullish structure because right now it's macro bearish. That's a bearish structure on the macro. So this is going to be pretty important for Vechain to essentially hold its low, the all-time low. If it doesn't hold that all-time low, that's not a good sign. But just looking at Vechain fundamentally, I'm a big fan of Vechain. I actually am a fairly decent sized holder of them. I do know they're one of China's chosen, right? So you have to respect them, but the chart is quite unhealthy on the monthly and weekly. It's not the worst chart, especially if it can stay above its all-time low, but it is not as healthy. Now let's go down to the daily, see if there's anything more here. Actually, I think I'm seeing something pretty significant. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay, so what? I'm gonna first, before I draw that trend line, it's a major trend line. I actually saw it on the weekly. Let me draw it on the weekly. So I'm seeing from the all-time high to the pretty much to the local high pivot here. Look at this trend line, guys. Look at this. This is nuts. Look where Vechain is trading at. Wow. Wow. This is a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. This is not healthy. Not super healthy. That's for sure. That is for sure. So Vechain essentially came up towards the descending trend line here, from the all-time high to pretty much its local high, and just about failed off of it so far, and now it's trading below it. It's not the worst thing, but it's not super healthy because it lost the bottom side of the uptrend for the macro structure, right? It lost the bullish trend line. So that's not what you want to see. However, if it can get the impulse to break this descending trend line, this very, very steep descending trend line, it could be the beginning of a major, major change in character. Now, is there anything else? I'm actually seeing a really, really sneaky trend line here. Let me, on the daily, let me pop this on the chart. Hopefully I draw this correctly. It's very, very sneaky. So from this low wick, going all, and let's change the color to blue just so we know it's from the daily chart. Oops, not purple, blue. um, so from that low wick to essentially this low right here. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Right there. It's kind of hard to see, but right there. So I'm connecting this low wick to these lows down here, which also connects to this high pivot here, and actually kind of holds steady this holds this bearish consolidation that was right here as well. So this was a rising consolidation that was bearish. Oop, I don't know why I connected up there. Right here on the daily. Okay, and then we have this whole price interaction, this confluence between the monthly range, top range of the monthly levels, and then the descending trend line from this low wick here. So this low wick is very significant, and then if you pull it out into the future, it's starting to play an interaction now. I actually think Vechain is going to have a massive move in one direction or the other. Okay, so we're at the cusp of a major move for Vechain, in my opinion. Major move. And looking at this consolidation, let's connect these highs here. So this is the high of this consolidation up here, all the way to this trend line right here. All right, yeah. So we are looking at an expanding structure potentially here. Watch out for Vechain to potentially impulse down. Okay, it's going to take it's going to be very, very hard. It's going to take a lot of energy for it to break this descending trend line here, unless Bitcoin's going to have a massive move up. Unless Bitcoin has a massive, massive move up, this is going to take a lot of work to actually break past this level here. It's going to be very difficult, in my opinion. Very, very difficult. But doesn't mean it won't. Doesn't mean it won't. I am more bullish on Vechain fundamentally. So if there's like really good news coming out of it from China, like China announces they're going to do something with it, then don't be surprised. But you gotta respect the trend that you're in, right? You gotta respect the trend that you're in. And currently we lost this level as well. So far, we're at least working to losing it. Yeah, so we're fighting at the low of this wick, this low zone. So there's actually a lot of confluence where we're trading at. So if we can get some bullish activity here, then we might actually see a nice break up. And if we do break this descending trend line and we can decisively hold the levels, I'm going to be looking for a major move up to at least this ascending trend line here, so all the way back towards at least like around 4 cents, 3.5 to 4 cents. So be on the lookout. This could be a big mover. But if we do break down, I'm looking for the monthly range lows here. So for Vechain, it's kind of a holding pattern for me. I would actually wait and see which side's going to give out. There's a lot more confluence where we're trading, and you kind of just want to wait to see who's going to win out on this fight. You have to have some bias to the downside because the bears have been in control for so long here. But this is a pretty incredible looking chart right now, for sure. For sure. Very, very nice looking. Yeah, I would be looking out. I would be looking out for this to break out. If this does break out to the upside, man, you might want to start looking to potentially start buying this for an investment, like the long term. At least, again, not financial advice. Just like if you really believe in the asset, it's something I like, But I've done my research on it. I would tell you to do the same. And yeah, so just keep your eye on this. But right now my bias is to the downside until this descending trend line, this really steep descending trend line, is taken out. Once that's taken out, then I'm good. I'm good to go for this to probably start looking to break these highs up here, start eating up at the liquidity that's residing there. There is a fair value gap right here, I guess I should mention. But I do think if it does break that descending trend line, it should get through this fair value gap fairly quickly. Should break on through. And if it broke past that, then you have this whole imbalance all over here, right? There's plenty of fair value gaps to look to take profit, or even open short, right? If you believe that it's going to still come lower, and it may, after breaking this descending trend line, it may retrace back to it. So you could look to these levels to potentially open short, but these are the levels I'd be looking to potentially take profit if I go long from a breakout here. Okay. All right, everyone. That's it for Vechain. Just keep your eye on this one. This is looking like a big guy here. And we'll see what happens. If you have any questions, make sure you're on the Discord to let me know. And if you want me to, again, like I said before, if you want me to highlight an asset for you, just be on the Discord and send the name and ticker my way in the stock crypto highlight room, and I'll make an exclusive video for you. Do that this month because it's free for everyone. But once November ends, it's going to become a premium service for the premium members. Okay, guys. All right, everyone. Remember, be patient, be vigilant, and be nimble. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.